Guys, it's fall season. Our drink of the day is a hot toddy. We are gonna be starting off with a juicer, some cinnamon, something to juice, which is our lemons here.
Yep.
And the best part, whiskey. The exact measurements of this would be...
1 mug of tea.
Like, do you know what a toddy is?
I don't.
You know,
is toddy short for tea?
You start with your hot tea. You add your cinnamon.
Do we do honey first?
Oh yeah, honey first.
This is a local honey from the Holton Homesteads. Proud sponsor.
Little dabble, do ya?
A little more than that?
You're doing a great job.
Tea.
Cinnamon sticks.
You know, you can smoke cinnamon sticks.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a cigar, kind of.
Okay. Well,
Do we do whiskey or
whiskey
lemon?
or lemon first?
How do we make this?
So I guess it'd be like about a couple ounces in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. There you go.
And now you have a hot Johnny.
Toddy!
I can't do this anymore. Stir occasionally. That's pretty fucking good.
Is it?
And the mocktail version is just a cup of Earl Grey tea. Mocktails.
Mocktails!
She's from Burnley, England too.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, no, that's Chumbawamba still. Grew up in London.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Welcome to Poor People.
Hi.
We have our special co-host guest today, Danny Carman.
Hi. Hi.
Thanks
guys.
for being here, dude.
Thank you for having me.
Anna's out sick today, so we have officially designated Danny as our fill-in co-host.
Yeah.
He's
Love
the fifth Beatle officially.
Thank you.
The fifth poor person.
Yeah, I'm always willing to fill in empty spaces.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, that's a great start, guys. All
Dude,
right.
perfect. Great start. Great start. We had some differences earlier, but we got through that.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good.
It's weird because we haven't been back here in so long.
Yeah.
So it feels
Months.
like a coming back home almost,
Yeah.
like homecoming in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Aw.
How do you think being here for like
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. I mean, this is my first time being here, so like,
Yeah.
I am completely indifferent about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like your cat a lot. You have a really cute cat.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. He's the sixth poor person.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I love our little nook.
I do
Yeah,
too.
this is really cute.
Yeah.
I missed
It's
it.
fun.
I missed it a little bit.
It's a little tight.
Yeah.
It's a little tight.
It's always
space,
been a
but-
little toy. No, but it's been really cool. Like we've been able to go to all these different bars. We've been reached out to by a ton of other bars that are super fucking cool that they even want to like talk to us or watch our stuff at all. It's amazing. Yeah, it's nice to just like, I think I personally, I didn't go about scheduling anything for like this week, and we kind of tried to, but then we were just kind of like, yeah, fuck it. But I'm kind of glad we didn't, because
Yeah.
I think we needed to just kind of like come back here for a little bit and just like hang out and like,
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
It's more
hang
like
out with Danny
relaxed,
and, like-
you know,
Yeah.
not so like so much like an
We have-
interview.
right. We have to be in at a certain time. We have to
Right.
set up all of our gear.
Yeah.
We have to like, you guys show up at a specific time.
Yeah.
We have to like to write questions in that time. And like, yeah. So it's just nice to just kind of like come back, chill, relax.
Yeah.
We got our boy.
Yay.
Yeah. It was great.
Yay.
I mean, it feels like we should just like be watching some kind of movie right now, just all cuddled up on the couch while we're talking.
Yeah.
Under blankets with
Yeah.
some hot
Under
toddies.
blankets, yeah.
Dude, we got the cats.
Yeah, can we do that next?
Yeah.
All
There
on
we
the
go.
couch.
We do. That would actually be super funny if we did like a watch a movie with us or
Yeah.
something. We're just like, I don't know how we would do that, but that would be sick. That'd be super sick.
There's ways, but yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
we just had go ahead. Sorry.
No. Yeah.
Well, we just
I
had
was
Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was
I-
Halloween weekend for you guys?
I got some interesting stories.
You
Really?
do? Okay. Okay.
So like, I mean, I know Jay knows this, but I'm not sure if you know it or not, but I have a stomach and intestinal issue called diverticulitis, and I had a really bad flare up of it. So that was on Thursday. So that'd be like the 24th, I think. 24th to 25th.
What's
so
it
the
called?
week before
Diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis.
Yeah. So essentially what it is like inside your intestines, it's like a big slide or whatever that goes, from one end to out your asshole. And for me, it's every now and then like everyone has different triggers. Some are diets. Like for me it's stress. Like my intestines will essentially just swell up. Where it feels like it's gonna burst.
Yeah.
So I had that right before I was supposed to do like 6 photo shoots the entire weekend.
Shit.
And so I was able to drink the entire weekend. I was just on antibiotics and painkillers the entire time.
Yeah.
And that was a fucking nightmare.
Oh no. Did the pain pills help at least?
It did. It did, but still it was
working is just
I was just like, I feel like I'm actually like working now.
Yeah. Right. It feels like work now.
Yeah, rather than having fun with my job. And like I dealt with like a couple of groups of people. Like I was running a photo booth for Up Down for both Friday and that Saturday of that weekend.
Nice.
And then I was hopping around East Village to a couple of bars like Bellhop and Coacatina and Lamp, taking photos there as well. And it was just kind of like, it's like I already have respect for bartenders and stuff like that and door guys, but I mean like doing that weekend sober, newfound respect.
Yeah, more respect for sure.
What do you think was different about it, like being sober versus like drinking while you're doing it? Is it just less fun, or is it like what's the newfound respect coming from?
Well, I mean, for me, it's like when I'm drunk, it's like drunk people. Especially like when I'm trying to take a picture of them or something like that. Like
it's easier to like approach them.
I have this group. I don't care if they fucking see this. Fuck you. So I'm starting this off hot.
Yeah,
okay, all right,
please.
getting hot. Like a hot toddy, which is our soup of the day.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
Soup of the day, hot toddy.
Here, cheers, guys. Yeah,
cheers. Welcome to Poor People officially. All right, get into it.
Yeah.
The hotness.
So I was running the photo booth. And I'm not going to say what high school, but there was a high school reunion that came into the photo booth. And we had like, big backdrop, balloons, all kinds of shit set up. And this older lady comes by and she starts screaming in my ear. She's like, here,
pissed?
Like, can you believe we're 50? Like, we're 50 years old. We're going to all get together, get a picture. Get okay? And I was like, that's great.
That's awesome.
And so eventually they all came down, and it was a bunch of dudes. And so it was like a bunch of dudes and like 3
old dudes.
Well, I mean, they're 50. I'm almost 40. So I mean,
yeah. Hold on. Cut. Right. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So they come in. And like they're all crowding in the photo booth, and they're like popping the balloons there, and like just being assholes about shit. And like they all bumped into my fucking ring light several times, like whatever. Yeah, they're just wasted,
obnoxious.
Right.
So like, when I finally get them all together to take the picture, like the lady that was screaming in my ear was like above my head, like with their phone, and they're all looking up at her when I take the picture. So the picture is just everyone just all wasted, just like looking at her, so like all like that. And then I'm like, cool, I'm never fucking posting that.
Yeah. Right.
So like, and once that was done, they were all hanging around the photo booth area, just like blocking the whole thing, and just being all drunk and pointing out people in the at Up Down. Like, oh, look how weird they look!
Oh my
and it's like,
God.
dude, and they're all just regular clothes. It's like, dude, it's Halloween weekend. It's like you guys are the fucking weirdos, you know.
Right.
So
and you had to do this all completely sober.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. So the follow up to that is a couple days later after I got all the photos up. The person from Up Down hits me up. And they're like, hey, we got this message. And the message was like from that group. They're like, hey, we just see our picture up there. Can we get it up there? And it's like,
God.
Of course, the one fucking picture I didn't post was like the worst fucking people ever.
Ew.
Yeah. So anyways, if you're Up Down
fuck you.
on Friday, then we're there for class reading. You made my fucking night awful. You made me lose faith in humanity, and fuck you.
It's so frustrating when people like that are like out. You can tell that they like don't go out very often, and when they're just like judgmental like that, it's just like go home. Then like you're not having a fun time. Like
it's that can actually, we were kind of mentioning this before, but it's kind of the same thing as like weddings too. Like,
absolutely. Wedding parties can be worse.
Which is crazy to me to think that like I get it a little bit more for your wedding than like your reunion or whatever, but it's like probably their first time that they've been out in a hot minute because whatever, they like, it's all high school friends. Anyways, the like with weddings, it's kind of the same thing. Like when the bride and groom are going out with like the bridal party and stuff to different bars and stuff, it's like, well, like they just expect everything.
Right.
Yeah. It's like
completely inconsiderate of everyone else.
Yeah.
I've just never understood that.
I get it to an extent.
Yeah, same here.
But like at some point you should realize like also like, yo, like you're asking a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, would you treat those people the same way if you were in here any other day?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how it should be. That's how they should think about it. It's like, hey, if you're not busy, like, can I get 12 or 46 shots
of... Can I get 46 lemon drops?
It's like, instead of being like, I need 46 lemon drops.
Dude,
you know? Like, I mean... It's my wedding day. Give me... I need 46.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's like...
I mean, I'm not sure how it is at you guys' bars, but I mean, over at Ernies, we get wedding parties there quite a bit. And like, it's about 50-50. Like, some of them are really nice, you know, very respectful, you know, about the whole thing. It's like, oh, hey, sorry, we brought like 100 people in here.
Right.
But can we please get like 100 lemon drops? Yeah. On the other hand, it's like, you know, people that have been drinking since like 5 a.m.
Yep.
They're like, I need, what? Sarah, what do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
5? 3? No, 5?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's her wedding.
Yeah. You know, it's her wedding.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. Like, and okay, so I do think it is genuinely easier to deal with people like that when you're drinking behind the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, as if you're working as a photographer and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm also like, is it just that like your like guard is down a little bit more when you're drinking? Like, what makes it so much more unbearable when you're sober? It's like, cause it's like you're watching drunk people around you.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like for me personally, in my position, like for me, it's a lot easier to maneuver,
right?
Like through drunk crowds when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, sorry, bro, sorry. Like,
yeah. For me, when I'm drunk, I'm just like, get the fuck out of my way.
Right.
Exactly.
But
whereas if you're sober, that's when you're like,
excuse me. Oh, sorry.
My bad.
Yeah. Nah. Now, like, when I've been drinking, I'm just like, it's like, I'm paid to be here. I have to get the shot. Get the fuck out of my way, kind of thing.
I think it's because people are more lackadaisical when they're drinking.
Bringing it back,
and
dude.
when you're also drinking, it's like you're kind of just like on the same like you know wavelength as them, and just like nothing like everything's so unserious. I think
it doesn't bother you as much.
Also, like, say it's kind of like you're speaking drunk, like you're speaking like when you're sober, you're talking to a drunk person, like you're speaking like alien language to them. You know?
Yeah.
But like, you know, when you're both kind of drunk, you're like,
and it doesn't have to be about anything. You're just like, I don't know. It's like you're just vibing. Yeah. It's interesting.
It's just a weird thought because like I wonder how I wonder what like the rate is, I guess, of like actual sober bartenders that, you know, just have to go through that shit every single weekend for 3 or 4 times a weekend. You know, I just wonder if it's just a coping mechanism or like, you know what, but like I've obviously done shifts sober as well and it does suck. It does suck, but it's also like, I don't know. It is easier, especially when it's late at night.
The time drags on. But also, like, when you're drinking on a shift, it kind of feels like you're out in a way.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
where you see all your buddies,
aspect.
you know?
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. It kind of fills the social aspect for you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, if you're not, you're just,
There's some straight up wild psychology actually behind bartending if you really think about it. Like not only drinking but also being sober too. Like there is some and cooking too. Like just being in the service industry alone is like there's some wild psychology behind that.
Oh, for sure.
Which is just like, I don't know, that's just so interesting to me.
Yeah. Are you ever with a group who is like that and like you're embarrassed? Like how they're acting, like people like super drunk and like going up to order.
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation? Are you like you're being
and
kind of
also
rude?
Who are you in this situation?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you worked weddings too. I mean, like we both worked weddings. You know, like where we go to a bar or something like that, and then you know I'm with the group that's ordering 100 something shots at the same time. A lot of times, I'll also look over the bartender just kind of be.
Yeah.
but I always tip on that.
Right.
Though,
and I always appreciate that person who's like maybe standing in the background, but they're like, I I'm so sorry. Right. And I'm like, no, it's okay, but thank you for like
acknowledging.
It. Yeah.
At least they acknowledge it rather than just right. Give me my fucking highlight.
I feel like if I'm with that kind of group, I try to like take charge and be the one to like talk to the bartenders and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Right. Well, I mean, are they ever just like shut the fuck up and try to make all these shots with your friends? Or
right.
My thing is like I've worked weddings before as a bartender, and it's for me they're like easier, you know, because it's like usually it's still busy, it still feels busy, but it's for a shorter period of time. And it's just like, it's usually the same thing, just over and over and over again. But I also think at the same time where I've been on, like in the wedding and then going up to the bar and I'm like, I'm so sorry, you know, like I just need like 4 shots of green teas or whatever. Yeah. And then they are like being shitty to me. There was this one. It was this wedding I was in recently, I will say, but I knew the bartender that at the venue that we were at. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a great night. Like, she's a good buddy of mine. Yeah. Or they're a good buddy of mine and all this. And like, this is going to be awesome. And I was like, the whole time they were just like bitching about the wedding. And I'm in the wedding party. And I was, and they were like, well, they can't do this. They shouldn't be doing this. And I'm like, dude, I just want like another beer. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know you and we're friends, but like also like, just like lighten up a little bit. Like,
well, okay. Also, like,
I get it why she was or why they were upset, but at the same time, I'm like, it's still.
But when it's at a wedding and it's a whole wedding party, it's like you kind of know what you're signing up for, or like, you don't, but you do. You know, like you kind of need to expect the unexpected and be able to go with the flow. Like it's one night. It's not like, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Also, make sure that there's only theys in my description of this conversation.
Right. Like, do you guys ever have like wedding parties come in, or even like I guess birthday parties come in that like request me? Can I stand on the bar? Can I get behind you in the bar or something like that? Like just random weird shit.
Right. Yeah. I've had like this lady ask if she can come behind the bar and take a picture with me, and I'm like, I don't know.
But why?
Also, it's 5 p.m.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
I mean, a lot of people always want to go on the food truck or get a picture in the food truck, which I mean, like, okay, sure. And they're like, oh, wow, we're being so wacky right now. Look at guys. Look
at all these hardworking people that we are annoying right now. Isn't this
you know
amazing?
What? Like thinking back, like I've definitely been that fucking bitch.
Yeah,
and then I look back in my phone and I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I take a selfie with this random person I talked to for 2 minutes?
You're kind of like, this is amazing, but also, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Like, I love this memory, but why did I ever do that?
Oh, God. On the topic of, like, weddings and wedding parties, I've had, like, bachelor parties come in.
I can imagine it's a nightmare for you.
Yeah. Yes. But I'm like, when's the wedding? And they're like, tomorrow. It's fucking 1:30 and this groom is done. Yeah. Like, I cut him off. Like, I wasn't going to serve him anymore. And I'm like, if I were your wife, I would be actually so pissed at you. If you're like literally blacked out, there's no way you're getting up at 9 a.m. for your wedding. Like, you're not gonna be well.
Well, that's the job of the best man.
That is.
Yep. That's literally yeah.
I will say too, like, I was in the wedding party for this last wedding, and it was a lot of fun. The night before, I was like very responsible, but day of, I was like, "Oh, dude, it's game
exactly."
on.
That's what it's like. Kind of. I mean, don't get drunk. I would say. Like,
I mean, we
fucked up before your wedding. Like at the reception, get fucked up.
Right.
But
we drank the night before, but I had like 3 or 4 beers maybe over like a long period of time. There was food, and we did the rehearsal and everything. So like that was fine. But then there were some people that were like the next morning when we showed up. To like set up everything, they were like, "Are you hurting?" I was like, "No, dude, I was fine." Like, and I was like, "But tonight,
tomorrow, I'm gonna be hurting.
I'm gonna be hurting. I'm gonna get, it's 11:30 right now. I got about 25 minutes until I start drinking."
Yeah.
Okay. So something I brought up pre-record was I want your guys' opinions on this whole thing. Is Halloween was on actual Halloween was on Thursday, the 31st this year. So is it better to celebrate the weekend before or the weekend after or the day of?
I was under the impression
I do all three myself.
I mean, I think the real ones would do all three. Right. But I was under the impression it was the week before because you don't want to celebrate it after it's already passed, you know? So I figured the Saturday before would be the big Halloween. But I think it was the Saturday after. I wasn't here. I don't know if anyone was downtown.
Yeah, a lot of people. You and I actually had this conversation post. I just got a cramp in my leg. Sorry. That's why I'm like sitting all. I'm like, yeah, dude, I had the exact same experience. No, but we talked about this. Like, yeah, it was the same thing that we kind of like had planned for the week before.
Yeah,
and then it was the week after. Yeah. But then so it turned into like a 2-weekend, 4-day event.
Yeah,
which cool.
I'm all about that myself.
Yeah,
it's like Austin city limits for the 2 weekends.
Right.
So did you guys go out for Halloween or on Halloween?
I genuinely did not go out at all.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Did you dress up at all or pass out candy? Or?
I the only time I dressed up was for our episode.
Yeah.
I didn't pass out candy. I'm not legally allowed to.
I was gonna say I did not see you. Imagine Jaden on a Thursday at 6 p.m. just out there.
No,
passing out candy
genuinely.
to
Okay,
children.
no. To be honest, we have set up like we turn our lights on. We'll put like candy and stuff. I swear to God,
nice.
We really have. But there's nobody comes up. Like it's a really busy street.
Yeah.
So
oh, true. I didn't think about that,
there's. I mean, I think we maybe had like one kid a year, like 1 year. And then we were like, no, dude, we bought like $40 worth of candy.
Right. Yeah.
Just gave them like 4 handfuls. And then I was like, yep, never doing this again.
Right. Well, it's probably like that same kid every year come back. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Like, we did it once. And then we were like, no, turn the light off.
Yeah.
Did you dress up?
Yeah. I had.
Yeah, what did you dress up as?
So I had 3 different costumes.
Yeah.
And you have to send us pictures so we can put them up in the video.
So costume number 1 is what I did on Friday. And mind you, once again, sober, and I was in complete agony about that.
And Friday is what day of the Halloween party cycle for you?
Okay, so here, let me put up the calendar here so I can like actually... Okay, so that Friday would have been the 25th. So that 25th, I got a Kim Jong-un outfit. And it was like, the whole thing. And
which, if you don't know who Kim Jong-un is, like, read a book.
Yeah, read a book. So like, but the whole thing was like the picture of it, like it came with like the shitty little wig or whatever. And I thought it was like a bald cap plus a wig. Nah, it was just like a hair piece that clipped in. So I had the red hair and the shitty part coming out.
Even better.
You're like punk rock Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. So like then I printed off a couple of North Korean flags and like glued them onto my little chest pocket here. And like a good majority of people were kind of confused at what I was or whatever. Luckily, I didn't have any people that call me Bruce Lee or whatever, because that's what I was expecting. But I did have one guy kind of look.
You mean Chuck Norris?
Right.
Oh my God.
I did have one guy like kind of look me up and down. He's like, "Oh, that's great." I was like, "Good luck with Ukraine, buddy." And just like walk off. I'm like, "Oh, that's good." So the second night, I had this shirt that was like the most like the joke of it was I was gonna be like a TikTok kid. So it was like I got this shirt off Amazon that was like. I riz so hard and like got so far and it didn't even Ohio. And then I wrote, I got like a couple bottles of Prime and some Feastables and Mr. Beast bars. And then I wrote Hawk Tua on my knuckles.
Oh my God.
You're just brain rot skibbity toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like, I thought that was really funny, but like very few people really got what it was, but that was fine. Because like I said, I really wasn't in the mood. And then on actual Halloween, like I had this Tried costume. I call it Ricky Richardson. And it's a porn director. So I had like I had this custom made Pornhub t-shirt. So it was like black, had like the Pornhub. It looks like a work shirt straight up.
Yeah.
And on the back is his director. And obviously I'm carrying my camera all night. So I got these sunglasses, spiked my hair up, and I draw this like shitty little pencil thin mustache on there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you're gonna like these pictures.
Yeah.
I'll send you those.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
But so then but the following Halloween I didn't do anything. But I was like out there working though for Halloween related events.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you, Haley? What did you dress up as?
I didn't do anything.
You didn't either? I didn't either, dude.
I didn't. I was out of town for the last Halloween weekend, and then I didn't go out on Thursday or anything. No.
Even you didn't like celebrate when you were out of town or anything?
No.
Oh.
I know.
Disappointing, man.
I got into a big kick of watching scary movies because I also didn't do anything. I was like, I want to stay inside this year. Like, I don't want to do anything. And I just started watching a ton of different scary movies.
Yeah.
I loved it, honestly. It was like everything. And then it started raining for like 7 days or whatever the fuck it was here. And yeah, I just had a great time. Just
I watched
chilling.
Corpse Bride.
Oh, that's good.
Corpse Bride, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one for sure. My favorite, like, okay, well, we can talk about this actually since it's still kind of like Halloween-ish. Well, it's almost Thanksgiving, but like it's still spooky season.
Spooky season.
What do you watch? Do you guys both watch horror movies at all? You do? You don't at all?
I can't do like any gore.
Really?
Yeah,
at all?
I like suspense, but like I can't do gore.
Okay, I will just say I watched a Die Antwoord music documentary
I heard
recently.
about that, yeah.
Dude, okay, really good. But I'm a fan of like horror and gore, and there was a scene in that movie. I'm not gonna even. It was just, let's just say it was just a live birth, and there was parts of it where I was like I felt weak, like because it was like actually real.
Yeah,
it was like just the full recording of like their daughter being born, and I was just like, holy shit, I was. It was insane. And yeah, but then okay, so back to
can you cut that in?
Human birth is a miracle, but the way that this birth happened was like it was just insane. I'd never seen anything like it before, so that's why I was like am I gonna be like, what's happening? Is this what happened?
Oh my god.
I thought it was a stork for so long.
God.
No, but okay, so with horror movies and stuff, my favorite like genre, I'm a big fan of Saw. I own all of the Saw movies, which is like direct gore.
Yeah.
But I don't watch it for the gore. I like it because the storyline throughout all of the movies is actually insane.
Yeah.
And it like is a coherent storyline as long as you just like watch all of the movies. But otherwise, my favorite is just like comedy horror, like Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh, that's
like,
great.
It's like it's a funny movie, but it's like mixed with horror,
Yeah.
and so it's like there's still like jump scares and stuff.
Right.
You like Cabin Fever?
I haven't heard of that.
Really? You never heard Cabin Fever?
I don't think so.
Man. Well, Eli Roth is like the guy that did all like the Hostel movies and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I've seen Hostel.
Yeah, like that's one of the first.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we'll have to watch this sometime.
Yeah,
it's great.
Hostel is really good. That was one of those movies where I was like, you kind of watch it for the first time, and it's not necessarily scary, but because it's the gore in it, you're just like, holy shit. Like, yeah. But I'm also a big fan of American Horror Story. Yeah. That can be pretty gory.
Yeah. Like my favorite like horror movie is actually it's like a one camera, one guy, and that's pretty much the entire thing. It's Mark Duplass called Creep.
Oh yeah.
Favorite.
That's
Love that
great.
Shit.
And Creep 2.
Yeah, Creep 2. And actually they're coming out with a series of it now too.
No way. That is a really good one. I love the found footage.
Yeah, that
like
found footage.
Blair Witch. That stuff is that I love that stuff. It's so cool to me. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, moving on from
Halloween. I love movies.
Okay. So
what else did we have for
what do you guys do when people leave shit at the bar? Like I had a guy leave his phone and like Beats headphones at the bar. Really?
Yeah. eBay.
Well, I was first like, if he doesn't come back for these headphones, I'm taking them. And I did. I have them. But
how long do you leave it there though?
A week.
That's fair.
Week?
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Because there's been times where we've like left stuff in our like safe for like months.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of waiting for people to come and get it. And then it's like, dude, no one's gonna come back for this USB
I have a lot
charger.
of shit that like
I think like
left.
I think like statute limitations that like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like figured out this guy's name like from his phone, and I tried to like message him on Facebook and everything, and I was like, hey, your phone is here.
Right.
But I like debated for a second. I'm like, do I even do that? Like should I do that? Right. But I lost my car keys at a bar once.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I lose shit at bars.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of like it's a whole karmic thing.
Right. Yeah.
I hope that someone
do
that for me if I do it for them.
But he never came back for it. His fucking like new iPhone and Beats headphones never came back for it.
See, that's the thing that baffles me is like, how do you not retrace your steps and like call every bar you went to?
Yeah.
I've had friends that have done that for jackets. Like they'll lose a jacket and be like, and I've done it before for jackets too. But it's like, dude, I left a really nice jacket there. Like, did you see it? Yeah.
I mean, if it's really nice, they're keeping it, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I just like, I don't know. Yeah, like you said, it's a karmic thing where
like what's the weirdest thing you guys ever found like at a bar, like left behind them?
Found a diaper.
Like a used diaper?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not like it was a baby's diper, but they just like.
Why was there a baby there?
it's not a. I work at a bar restaurant.
Okay.
It's like a pizzeria. Sports bar.
No, I was just imagining like some mom just carrying around the diaper in her purse and goes out with the girls. And oh wait, I forgot about this.
Oh my gosh.
No, diaper was like one of those things where it was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
Yeah.
I got that.
There's a pair of heels at my bar right now that have been there, and I'm like, did she walk home barefoot? I don't know.
that's a pre-walk of shame. Walk of
yeah,
shame.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, Jesus, dude.
I don't know. Do you have a weird one?
Yeah. I worked like several bars where like I find the chicken cutlets is what I call them, like the boob. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The inserts?
Yeah, the inserts.
Yeah, okay.
Like, and I find them like on the floor.
The
Like the
sticky-ons.
stick-ons.
Yeah.
I just kind of look down. I'm like, oh, someone left some raw chicken here. Oh.
That's funny.
Which you're still like.
Which I mean, like, it kind of makes me wonder where it's just like, you know, maybe like they're going home with a guy or something like that, and like, you know, once he orders the Uber, he's like, all right, babe, we're going home. So, all right, cool. I don't have to wear these anymore.
Yeah. Well, also, if it's the ones that like go over your full nipple, like if you were to take your shirt off, it would look like you have no nipples. Like it would look fucking weird. Right. So like, good on her to be like taking these out so I don't forget. Weird no nipples.
Half the battle is just taking them off. Like, that's what. Yeah, that's the best part.
Do you guys like use like glue or something like that?
No, they're already sticky.
Yeah, they're sticky.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never.
Uncomfortable.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Is it weird? Is it a weird feel? So like we have those like it's not Under Armour, but it's like the sport like sweat proof whatever shirts, and they make my fucking nipples feel weird.
Yeah. So well, those like kind of like catch like on your skin or like probably,
like
but
those
shirts. But no, these are like actual like there's like mild adhesive on them.
So does it hurt actually to like pull it off?
It doesn't hurt. It's just like uncomfortable. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. I can bring them next time.
Yeah, we should try them on.
All right. Stay tuned, guys.
And next week,
we
put on nipple pasties.
Yeah, that's a Patreon.
On our Patreon, you will see us.
All right.
I'll be trying 7 different kinds of nipple pasties.
Right.
Are they? They're not even pasties, actually, right?
I mean, they're pasties.
Well, because there's different kinds. Anyways, you'll find out on our Patreon.
Do you ever have like I have people who come in often and ask for either like a cup of water or just an empty cup, or they just ask for a straw and then they leave. Do you ever have that? People come in asking for like weird random shit for free and then leaving.
And then just leaving right after that? Do you think it's like homeless people?
I mean, I don't think water.
No, that's the thing. I don't think they're homeless people. They're just like, I don't know.
I don't think water's that weird, but
no.
Yeah. But I mean, like is there an empty cup?
Empty cup or a straw.
A straw I can see drug wise.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. They don't even try to like hide it. They're like, can I get a straw? And I'm like, okay. And then
can I get some scissors?
Right.
Can I get a credit card?
Yeah.
Also, do you have like
like no way.
Also, I can't even lock myself in your bathroom for a half while I talk about Rush.
Oh my god. Do you never have that? People just come in and ask for something and leave?
No, because like where we're at, we're kind of in like a suburban area. Right. So it's more like if we do get that, they're like very obviously homeless and we're kind of like helping them out a little bit or whatever. But other than that, we don't really get that. It's more like it'll be a table needs a water or they'll come like their server isn't around and they'll come up to the bar and ask for can I get another Coors Light or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't had it. I feel like that would be more I mean, other than like the drugs aspect of it, like where they need a straw for obviously, you know, like, but I just needing a cup, like what would you just need a cup for?
I have no idea, but it's happened like at least 6 times.
Like to pee? Is it like they don't want to pee, but then you're still peeing outside?
Yeah,
like,
no, I don't know.
Well, I mean, like I could see people. I mean,
and also, why would you pee in a cup?
Right.
Sorry, that just
no, you're good. You're good. No,
my brain.
You're right. I mean, I could see it as people going in there and sneaking their own booze. And be like, hey, that's how I'm going to go to the bathroom, pour, whatever up in there. And then oh, I totally paid for this,
Right.
Yeah. No, I got this here. Look, it's the same cup.
It's the same cup.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, not to incriminate myself, but I have done that before.
so then I
not
guess,
in this economy, baby.
So then, oh man, election day is wild, dude.
Oh my God.
No, but so what do you do in that situation then? Like as the bartender, like do you not give them a cup because you can't insinuate what they're doing with it?
We don't have like plastic cups, and I just say we don't have like to go.
Oh
cups.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we do have plastic cups, but they're like bigger cups, so it's
I'll give them a straw. I'm usually like, okay, I see you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There has been times though where there's been like homeless people that we've been like overly generous to,
come back,
and they'll not only come back. Well, it's not a problem if they come back and they're fine or whatever, but like they'll come in once at least, and then like take over like a massive table and just like put a ton of like random junk and shit on it.
And I gotta start.
And it's like, dude, I don't want to like. Obviously, you're coming in here for a reason. You needed some food. Maybe you just got some money and you want to pay for all this stuff. But then they start ordering a ton of shit, and then you're like, okay, like what, like how is this gonna?
Yeah, you don't know
like
if
you
gonna
have to pay
it.
for this. Yeah. So you're kind of like hesitant a little bit. But then also there was the one time that I had this happen. Basically, the situation that I'm thinking about in my head, the dude did pull out 100, and I was like, okay, like, all right. And he paid for it. And then he was like, and he had people join him too, which was also, I thought was kind of weird. Cause like the people that joined him were like, they seemed like they were decently enough, like well off, like they could have probably paid for their own stuff, whatever. But then, just for that whole situation, for him to like pull out the 100 and be like, I got everybody. And then it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I remember I gave him his change back and he was like, how much was it? And I was like, dude, I gave you the receipt. Like, I don't like, I'm not trying to be a dick here. I've been helping you this whole time, but like, you got to work with me a little bit. Like, you don't get to put trash on a table for 7 people with 3 people at it and then be like, complain about the tab, like, I don't know. Yeah. But what was your story?
So we have a local homeless guy that comes in Ernies all the time, and his name's Turtle. Face tattoos. He looks like he's aged like 60, but I think he's maybe my age, if not younger. But the guy, I'm trying to think of like at least I have like a million different stories about this guy, but like he'll come in wearing all kinds of like crazy masks that he finds in the dumpster and bicycles. He has a different bike every day, and I'm pretty sure he just steals them, and like sells them for parts or whatever. And there was it was like actually Halloween weekend. He had like a death hood on, like like the
Grim Reaper,
Grim Reaper, like that, and he was riding around on a full size tricycle, like the Saw, like Jigsaw, Billy the Pup or whatever you know what I'm talking about, But he was like riding around on that, and I'm just like, it's like, man, if I didn't know him and I saw that like rolling down at me in the middle of the night, I'd be fucking terrified. But I mean, he comes in, we give him like water or whatever, and he just keeps to himself for the most part. I mean, he means well, he's completely harmless kind of thing, but I mean there are times when he's like throwing shit, or like he'll be out by the food truck leaning on the propane tank smoking a cigarette, and we're like, Turtle, get the fuck away from there.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean like,
but see, at that point, you know him, like you know his first name, or at least like you have a connection with him. Like, whereas I guess what I experienced was it was like this randos, I'd never seen this guy ever. And at that you can be like, you still have like, there is that connection, so you can still kind of tell him like, hey, chill out, or come back, like get off that ladder. I don't know. That's it is weird. I wonder what it's actually like in like bigger cities, like where it's probably more of a regular thing, right? Just like having homeless people come in that are like basically regulars,
Well, hey man, I mean, I always said it's like I always feel sympathy for the homeless, because it's like just like a bad couple of weeks, and you're in the same position as they are, Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
So we were talking earlier before. So everything we've talked about has actually been super dark and spooky because it's like you know kind of Halloween-y, whatever, fall-ish. But we always talk about like how we have shitty customers and shitty things that happen to us at the bar. So let's talk about like our favorite things for Thanksgiving, because that's coming up. This will be coming out like right before Thanksgiving. So the things that we enjoy working behind the bar and just the stuff that we really enjoy about it. The reasons
what
we're
makes
thankful.
a good customer.
Yeah.
Go on. Okay.
Haley, you can start.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, okay. So we actually don't have any. So we're.
You are all awful.
Oh my
all
God.
of you.
So we're gonna go back to death and spooks.
Stop. Right. No, we've talked about like our regulars a lot, and just regulars are, I don't know. They always just make me feel like comfortable when I'm behind the bar, and like having a friendly face, like when I'm like overwhelmed or like something's going wrong, I know I can like go to them and they're like supportive.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, especially when you're like busy behind the bar and then you finally get like a break or a second where you can just like kind of stand in front of that regular and just be like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like.
Or if they're waiting for a while, I know that they're going to be understanding because they can see that I'm busy. But when it's like, you know, a stranger you've never seen before and they've been waiting for a while, I'm like, they're never going to come back. But like, I know they're going to come back. Like, it's, they get it.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I do enjoy that too. Just people that respect the service industry, whether they're regulars or not. Like you can tell it almost immediately.
Absolutely.
Because there's people that will like be sitting there for 3 minutes and then throw their hands up in the air the second
or
you make eye contact with them.
Yeah.
Or shit like that. Like, can I get a drink? And it's like, and see how easy it is to go back to the shitty bartending. Like,
I know.
It's so easy.
I mean, last time I was on here, I said like, you know, it's like bars bring out the worst in people.
They really do.
You always just see the
They
worst
really
in people.
do. You go there with the right idea, and then you leave with probably the bad like mentality. You know,
but I don't want to keep like dwelling on the negative, but I feel like there's probably more bad shitty customers than there are like good customers that like stand out as like good.
Yeah,
alcohol just makes people angry.
Yeah,
it really does. And even if you are like, you can be a drunk and not be an angry drunk or whatever, but like you understand why it makes people angry. It makes people more aggressive. It like lightens their barriers,
right? Yeah,
or reduces their barriers to like where they just think they can get away with and say anything, and that's why like a lot of crimes happen, and like drugs and all that stuff. And yeah. So like philosophy, poor people.
Oh God.
No. But I do. Okay, I've talked about this before. How like I don't get gifts and stuff from like regulars. But the more I think about it, there was a long period of time where I didn't ever get any gifts from like my regulars. And it
gifts?
Yeah. See, exactly. But the more I think about it, like they do take care of us in a way. Maybe it's not me directly, but like they'll bring in food, or they'll like, and Anna talks about this, how they brought in like 24 hot dogs.
Right.
Like just this weekend it was somebody's birthday and they brought in a ton of like desserts and everything, but it was for everybody, but it was like for her birthday, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, so then I, just being the jealous child, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Where's my present? You know?
Yeah.
So I kind of had that understanding recently, but I have also received gifts. Like I've received like hand-me-downs, which I actually really enjoy because like that's all I fucking wear anyways.
Yeah.
Like Goodwill shit.
Right.
So, like, and band t-shirts. But yeah, there is always like that. They do, even if they don't show it, your regulars do give a shit about you.
Oh,
and they do appreciate you even if they never say it, you know? It's just a matter of like how much they appreciate you and if they're going to give you money or not.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Right.
And I mean, regulars like have a lot of things too, where it's like, I know there's a lot of bartenders that will go to a different bar, and you know, that bar is, I mean, the old bar will lose that clientele because they just want to go see that regular. I mean, see their regular bartender.
Right. Yeah.
That's there is like a home feeling when you go to your like bar that you work at, and then your regulars are already like sitting there kind of like not waiting for you, but like you're just happy to see them when you walk in. You're like, oh, that's gonna be a good night. Or it's at least I'm gonna have somebody to talk to tonight.
For sure.
That's the good stuff. What's the other good stuff? We're running out of ideas already.
Fucking, I guess.
Have you? Okay, we've talked about this before, Danny. Have you ever had a customer try to hook you up with like their daughter or like anything like that?
With friends.
Okay, yeah.
Or it's like, I have a friend that's...
And you're thankful for that,
I'm
right?
thankful for that, yeah. it's like, I got a friend...
That's a gift.
Yeah. It's like, I got a friend that's in the scrawny Asian guy.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh,
You're
okay.
like, send him my way, dude.
It's like, I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not.
You're like, Asian? I'm Italian.
Oh my God.
Damn it, we didn't do that, but it's okay.
We forgot to do that during
That's
our
all right.
heated argument. But now we got it. We still got it in.
We got it.
We still got it in.
But yeah, I mean, like in general, it's I mean, like I said, it's I have worked in like in bars, stuff like that, but a lot of time it's usually corporate or just shitty little dives or whatever. But like when it comes to like photography stuff, it's like I have had people like be like, oh hey, I know you're working or like that. Here's like here's some candy or here's some treats or something like that. Thanks for taking the pictures, make us look good, kind of thing. You know, so but yeah,
I will say it is easier, to do that when you're like the photographer.
Yeah.
Is that what you were saying? Sorry, I kind of was.
Oh no, you're good.
I kind of spaced off. I was responding to a message. What were you saying?
I have received gifts as an event photographer.
Oh, okay. As an event photographer.
Yeah.
See, and I've never received a gift as an event photographer other than like dinner.
Yeah. I get dinner every now and then. Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, I guess it's just like the mutual respect,
Yeah.
and have your money ready.
Yeah.
I like those customers.
For sure. They just have an
Being
understanding.
considerate.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's really the key to being a good customer. Is
Yeah.
just being considerate.
I don't think it's that hard.
No. It shouldn't be hard in general.
No.
And with all respect, as a pretty girl, like when you're closing down for the night, do you have regulars that you trust to walk you to your car?
I've never had to ask regular because I have Jeremiah, the
Great.
security
Okay,
guard.
yeah.
But I would trust a lot of my regulars to
that's
walk
good.
me to my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like if I was looking for someone to like walk me, I could find them at another bar.
Good.
you
Yeah,
know,
right.
like I could find someone that I know,
Yeah,
like from the bars that I trust.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, as a pretty girl, once asked Haley to walk me to my car.
Yeah.
I have a gun, so
Yeah, she does. She don't fuck around. I was like, Haley, I'm really scared right now. Will you please walk me to my car?
I mean, alternatively, man, it's like I've been like I walk home by myself and terrible shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
I need you to start walking me home.
oh god.
No, it's usually. I mean, yeah, there's always shitty things that happen.
Right.
Have you guys ever walked to your car late at night and you're like low key scared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I would say so. I mean, just in terms of like, I'm always aware of my surroundings, I guess. But at the same time, yeah, there are times where it's like somebody will be walking behind you and you don't know if they're like following you or if they're like just walking behind you.
Yeah.
There's definitely, I mean, I think about it and nothing has happened, at least here anyways. But yeah, I've had situations where I've been like really drunk and, gotten my wallet taken and shit. And
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I mean, I was pretty much asking for it, so it was like one of those where.
Were you?
Yeah, I would say I was.
Okay,
For
okay.
that specific, I learned my lesson very quick.
Right.
Jaden, it's not your fault.
I've also recently been reading the
Unless it
Scum
was.
Manifesto, so I idealize with that a lot. That's what started the argument earlier.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I've been mugged several times.
Yeah, in Iowa.
Like twice in Iowa, and while I lived in New York, I got mugged like 4 times. But I mean that makes sense.
Yeah,
but
it's New York.
yeah, and I've like for the most part, I always look out when it comes to shootings. Like there's been so many times where I've been shooting a bar, and I'm just like, all right, I got everything I need. I'm going home. And then like, an hour later, I'm just like, take my shower, laying in bed, scrolling through my phone. And like, oh my God, the shooting happened down here. Shooting happened here. And I'm like, whoo. Yeah. There was one time I was walking home in East Village. And I mean, shit, it's closed down, so I can say it. But that shooting that happened.
We'll cut it out. Either way.
That's fine. Well, you can just bleep it or whatever.
Yeah.
But when I was walking past there, I was walking home and I saw like a fight in front of the bar. And then it started spilling across the street, and like I mean, you know where it's at. So it's like right in front of my apartment complex. I was walking past there, I heard like pop, 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 and I heard crack like right fucking here. My hair fucking moved, and I was like, fuck, and like ducked down, and I saw this thing on Reddit that was like, if you're in a mass shooting situation like that, get on Facebook Live or like any kind of live social media, and just run. Because that way, if you get hit, you can be like, I'm here, this is where I'm at, call 911 kind of thing, you know?
Shit.
But yeah, luckily, I just bolted straight to my fucking place, and I was okay, but like...
Well, yeah, that's still a good tip, though, like, to just, like, if there is a shooting that's going on, like, to just get on some kind of social media live. And,
just some kind of live or something like that. And I mean... Worst case scenario, you know, like if you're hit and you know you're going down, you could say something, you know.
Holy shit.
Right. Spooky.
It's still very
safe out there.
Yeah, super. See how easy it is for us to just go back to the negative immediately?
Right?
Like, we're trying to talk about Thanksgiving, dude.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but it is, I mean, that is things that people should know, though. Like, you should be aware, you need to be aware of your surroundings. And, like, you could be asking for it. Also, you might not be. And, like, you could still find yourself in the same situation.
For sure.
It's just scary, dude, and it's more real now than ever, which is the crazy thing is that like it seems like it's happening every single day.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
Yeah.
Hug your loved ones, guys.
Yeah, for real. don't take any of this life for granted.
All right.
So what else are we thankful for?
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Thanksgiving. We don't have a plan yet for. I think we're gonna do something here for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Well, like actual Thanksgiving or like Thanksgiving Eve.
Like it'll like our episode would come out on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean Thanksgiving Eve is like quote unquote the busiest bar night of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. Are you working? Are you working?
I'm not working.
I'm
not.
not.
I mean, I'm not going to have a job by next week.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Working holidays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like working a bar, kitchen shift during the holidays. So I actually just recently had this conversation because I've been at the restaurant I've been at for so long. I was like, I'll fill in when nobody else does because I've like worked Christmas Day, I've worked Thanksgiving for like years on end, you know. So it's like. I feel like I've earned my place where it's like I can kind of decide or like not decide, you know? So I feel like that's maybe an entitlement thing. It is, but it's also like, you know, I've done my due diligence.
Yeah.
I've like missed that many Christmases,
right.
You know, I've missed that many Thanksgivings with my family and stuff.
But I think holidays are usually pretty busy, right? You know, like if you work it, if you don't have plans, like it'll like be worth it.
For sure.
And you can always make plans around it too.
Yeah.
Right. And also, I mean, like, once again, that's another time when people are fucking awful.
Right.
You know?
Oh yeah, because people are coming back into town too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there is like one thing that I always thought was really interesting. Like about the whole holiday season is there's one time me and my friend, we're both from town, we went down for Christmas and we're like we drove back Christmas Day and we're back in Des Moines. I was like, I mean, I can go for a drink. She's like, yeah, me too. And like we're by my place and I was like, we're looking around. I was like, God, I wonder who's open. And I looked over at the Saddle. I'm like, oh, they're open. So we go in there and they had like a nice little food spread and everything like that. And everyone, like everything's directed and everyone was really friendly. We're drinking, and it took me a bit. Like it's like, why you guys open Christmas? And it clicked. It's because like there's a lot of gay families, like families that disavow their gay kids, and they have nowhere else to go on Christmas.
Right?
So,
I'm sure gay bars are very popular on holidays.
That even clicked with me until I saw that. I'm like, that kind of hurts my heart a little bit just seeing that.
And also, God, like it's so easy to go to the negative. Like we're really trying not to.
I know.
But it is like on holidays too. Is like there's a lot of suicides also that happen too, and also a lot of people don't like the holidays because like they don't have family, and so there's nothing to do. It's like they go everywhere and it's like everything's deserted because everybody's with their families, and so like that alone is depressing, you know. So
for sure.
I know, I had a bar manager once who was like, I fucking hate Thanksgiving, I hate all holidays, and I was like, really, why? And he was like, I don't have any family, and he was like, I just like I have all my family lives out of state. Like I'm not going to drive out there to spend one night and then drive back. And, it's like, I get that. And that is really sad. And that's like why a lot of like suicides and stuff happen. Which is like super fucking depressing.
God damn. Why does this keep getting so fucking dark?
I know. I'm sorry. But at the same time, like all the more reason that we should like cherish those moments that we do have with our family.
For sure.
And like with our loved ones, friendsgivings, like all of those may just seem like a party, but genuinely it is time that you're spending together that you should be cherishing forever. Like, have fun, get drunk, whatever. But also at the same time, like take care of yourself, to make sure you take care of your loved ones and know that you're thankful for them. So then with that, let's all do one thing that we're thankful for in the service industry. And then we'll go into douche of the week. Right back to the negative. Okay. Right back to the negative. Or we can, okay, how about this? Instead of douche of the week, it's being thankful over the week, and then we'll wrap with this.
Okay.
So we don't have, we've talked about enough negative shit. Yeah. So we can just do one thing we're all thankful for in the service industry, and then we'll wrap after that.
Mm-hmm. I'm thankful for the people that I've met in the service industry, like regulars and coworkers and anyone else who's come in the service industry. Just like the friendships and connections made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. He's like, I got nothing, dude.
Yeah, I fucking hate this shit.
The money's nice too.
The money's nice. You know what? No, there we go.
Answer
money.
the question.
Like, I don't know. I'm an extrovert, you know, and like I love hearing people's stories and experiences. Mm-hmm. So it's just like that's my favorite thing about working in this field is you get to like see all kinds of life and all kinds of like different perspectives and takes and like you know, ways of life. And that to me enriches me as a person.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like a part of them like kind of lives on within you. Like it's that like the last person that remembers, like you're never truly dead until like the last person remembers you or whatever. Like your memory lives on. It's I love I'm thankful for the creativity that like you get to have in the service industry. Is a lot of people think it is like very set in stone, and it is, but at the same time, like there are certain levels of it where you can be more creative, have more of like a genuine, I don't know, new drink or a new food or something that people haven't thought of that you're like, oh, well, I just thought this would be a good idea. You know, just that creativity that it allows you.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool.
That's really cool. Oh, that's really beautiful, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, positive note.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, with that, we can wrap. Make sure you follow us on poorpeople.podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Follow Danny Carman. Hey, Danny does pics. Sorry, I'll let you fill it in.
Oh, no, you're good.
List all of your handles that you have that you want people to follow you
on. Danny does pics on Instagram and Facebook. And then actually I'm going to start streaming come this winter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Video games?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Video games and just like me ranting about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like I'm not there. I'm not gonna say that. But that will be under Danny Does Dallas.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Hell yeah,
Love
dude.
it.
Well, thank you guys. Happy early Thanksgiving. And we're about to get into our Patreon episode, which is probably going to be even more belligerent than this one was.
I'm neutral now.
All right. Well, thank you for watching Poor People.
Cheated.
Oh, sorry.
For richer or for poor?
Oh, for richer. Yep. Well, thank you for watching Poor People.
Oh, my God.
So unnecessary.
Oh God, I gotta pee so bad.